Tonight, I'd like to welcome Colin Fitzmaurice, who is our Broadway Irish tenor. He's absolutely fantastic. And with no more delays, I'd like to welcome you to listen to the Jersey Shore Pops and Linda Gentile.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our third concert this season. And yes, as Kay said, thank you so much for being here, because I know some of you are Philly fans. And you chose us over the Phillies, and some of you, I know, were just dying to go see Chubby Checker, too, and do the twist. So we're going to do it for you. Come on, you guys. Okay, that's enough. Okay. I couldn't resist. Well, tonight's show, we've got music from Broadway, and we have a fantastic singer who's going to be out here shortly. But we're going to warm up the stage a little bit with some of our favorite Broadway numbers. And this next one, I know you will know in just 3 notes. Cindy. Well, you know, this next musical is a very sad, depressing musical, but the music was so beautiful. Do you know what I'm talking about? Les Mis, of course, Les Miserables. And our cello player has written the arrangement for this next song, and I hope you enjoy it. This is Suzanne, we're doing Bring Him Home. Did I get that right, Suzanne? Beautiful arrangement. Now, this orchestra was actually formed for the first time this year, and I know we do have some new people here. Anyone here for the first time tonight? Yes, oh, make some noise, I can't see you all. Well, thank you so much for coming. We wanted to have an orchestra that featured some of our fabulous musicians, but before we do this song, you did hear that we weren't sure if we were going to have a next season until the last show, which was quite successful. So this year we knew we're going to have a next season, and you know, Christmas is coming up, ladies and gentlemen, and instead of going and buying like a tie or something made in China, you can buy something made in New Jersey. I think they're all made in New Jersey. First I was made in China, but I live in New Jersey. Ladies and gentlemen, this next song will feature one of our trumpet players, Mr. John Dreschen. Here it is. I just have to remember. Oh, well, the moment you've all been waiting for. Ladies and gentlemen, this gentleman comes from New York, and I have to tell you, we could not have afforded him except that he has an aunt living here in Cape May. So, ladies and gentlemen, Colin Fitzmaurice, our Irish Broadway tenor.
Joan, by the way. Where's Aunt Joan?
Is she here?
Oh, there she is in the back. Nice to see you. I always make excuses. I'm too busy. Always say me by people. so much. It's so nice to be down here in South Jersey. And I don't get down here very often, but my friends keep trying to drive me down to Atlantic City. I don't know if that constitutes the same area or not. Anyway, the next song that we have is Some Enchanted Evening, which I love. I'm sure you all love as well. It's one of those songs, you know, tenors like me, we get to sing all of the great music. We always get the girl, all the romantic leads. But 3 years ago, I was doing South Pacific, and the baritone came out and sang this song, and I had forgotten it. And I said, oh my gosh, what do I need to do to get him sick so I have to fill in for him? So for me, it's just a shower song, something you sing at home. But I'm so happy to be able to do it with this great band tonight. Some Enchanted Evening.
Some enchanted evening, you may see a stranger. You may see a stranger across a crowded room, and somehow you know even then that somewhere you'll see her again and again. Some enchanted evening, someone may be laughing. You may hear her laughing across a crowded room, and night after night, as strangers it seems, the sound of laughter will sing in your dreams. Who can explain it? Who can tell you why? Fools give you reasons, wise men never try. Some enchanted evening, when you find your true love, when you hear her call you across a crowded room, and fly to her side, and make her your own. All through your life you may dream of all once you have found her, never let her go. Once you have found her, never let her go.
We're going to do one more piece. I am, and another one, I think, before the intermission. Growing up with a mom from Ireland, you would think that the next piece is something that I would have done since I was born. Danny Boy. Unfortunately, I can't say that. I didn't really learn this piece until after college. I came to New York, and basically I learned this piece in the kitchen of a condominium on the Upper East Side of Manhattan. I was cater waitering, as all of us artists do when we come to New York City. And for 5 years, waitering in all the people's homes. And one night, the man of the house came up to me and he said, "Colin, I heard that you're a singer." I said, "Yeah." He says, "You're Irish. Why don't you come out and sing something for us? Sing Danny Boy for us, and I'll give you a tip." And I said, "Well, that'd be great, but I don't know Danny Boy." He was shocked. Oh my gosh. So he ran upstairs, printed out the lyrics, and gave me verse 1. And I sat there, and somewhere between the beef bourguignon and the chocolate soufflé, I learned the first verse of Danny Boy. He came out and sang it for them, and it was such a great song. And I thought, my gosh, why have I not learned this music before? And since then, I've learned verse 2. So Linda said we can do it tonight. So this is Danny Boy.
Oh, Danny boy, the pipes are calling from glen to glen and down the mountainside. The summer's gone and all the leaves are falling. 'Tis you must go and I must die. But come ye back when summer's in the meadow, or when the valleys hushed and white with snow. 'Tis I'll be there in sunshine or in shadow. Oh, Danny boy, I love you so. And when you come, and all the flowers are dying, and I am dead, as dead I will be, you'll come and find the place where I am lying, and kneel and say an Ave there for me. And I will hear the soft tread above me, and on my grave will warm a sweeter be. And you will come and tell me that you love me, and I shall sleep in peace until you come to me.
That's Colin Fitzroy. He'll be back. And he's so cute. I'm just echoing the young ladies on stage what they said. Well, and it's true. You know what's funny is most entertainers never look like their picture. And he arrived at the bus station in Atlantic City, and he's the only person I've ever met, the entertainer, that looks exactly like his picture. No one ever recognizes me, Well, we do have some people here from other parts of the world. Do we have anyone from Ireland? Yay. Yes, okay, one of you. Oh, yes. All right, what city are you from?
Broadway.
From where?
Broadway.
Galway. Thank you. Does anyone have a map of Ireland with them? We have anyone else? Okay, we have someone here from Russia. Where's my lady from Russia? Oh, welcome. You came a long way to see us. Thank you so much. Well, before I do this next piece, which I call the Phantom of the Opera Concerto, it is one of my arrangements. I want to tell you, we will have a break, and then Colin will be back with the rest of the show. But this is one of my favorite pieces of music, and Colin will actually be singing one of the love song from the musical. But I call this the Phantom of the Opera Concerto, written by Sir Andrew Lloyd Wellby. And that is no joke. I think he is the richest composer in the world. Oh, next to Paul McCartney. Ladies and gentlemen, the Phantom of the Opera Concerto. Thank you. Well, it's time for your favorite part of the show, the contest winners. So let me announce we have a couple of winners. To win a free CD, Monica Heinley from Cape May Beach. Where's Monica? She left. Oh, you're here. Okay. Otherwise, you wouldn't get your CD. And Charles Feeney. Where's Charles? Is it Chuck? Is this an Irish name or what? It is a little bit. Well, congratulations, and after the show, I'll sign your CD. Well, it's time to do a few more musicals, and this one is from we're doing 2 songs from this musical, one of my favorites, My Fair Lady. This is I Could Have Danced All Night. Thank you so much. Now, this next song we're going to do is not a typical song that would be done at a Broadway show, but I have promised my husband for 10 years I would do this song because Queen, he's a big Queen fan, did it. So I'm doing it tonight for my husband. Where are you, honey? Okay, this makes up for all the time I've been gone this year. Speaking of which, some of you know that I do perform on cruises, and I'll be working on Princess Cruises mostly next year. And after 3 years of performing on cruises, I finally got my mother to agree to go on a cruise with me. She doesn't, yes, it took me, well, it took a lot. It took a lot to get her to go. You see, she had to have a suite, and it had to be round trip out of LA. And it had to be, I had to be on the whole entire cruise with her. And let's see, what other conditions? Oh yeah, she had to be close to the dining room elevator. So I arranged, I have connections at Princess, so if anyone wants to go and meet my mother, it's called the Mother Cruise. Just let me know, because we're going to be doing it in March next year. Well, honey, this is Big Spender, and this will feature our trumpet player, Clifford Buggs. honey. Now I'm going to be gone only 7 months next year. No, I love to travel. Does anyone cruise out there? Yes, okay, wonderful. Has anyone seen me on a cruise ship? I knew. You're the troublemaker. Okay. I remember you. Now, normally I would be doing a medley during the show, but this show is, of course, about our fabulous Irish tenor. So now if you haven't seen me before and you want to hear, you've heard about the request medley, I will be doing it in November. Okay, Marie? Okay? I know you were ready with your request. Now, what is your favorite musical of all time? You're supposed to say The Sound of Music. Because it's coming up next. Well, you know, The Sound of Music, I don't know about you, but they play it every year when I was growing up, so it was always one of my all-time favorite musicals. So I'm going to do a little medley from The Sound of Music. That's called showing off. so much. You're from Russia, and I was trying to think if we did anything from Russia in the program, because when we have someone that comes that far, I always do like to recognize them. And I figured out we do have a song from the musical Kismet, which is Strangers in Paradise. And anyone know who composed this song? Borodin! Okay, yes, you are correct. It was Borodin, and I hope you do enjoy it. You know, I speak many languages, but only one word in Russian. Nostrovia! If I had some vodka, I'd be drinking it now. This is from Stranger from Kismet. was one of my favorite pieces to play when I first switched from classical music to popular music, because I tried to find music that was classically based, that people would recognize, because I was trained as a classical pianist. And now, right now, I'd like to bring back this fantastic singer. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, please welcome back Colin Fitzmaurice. Am I pronouncing it correctly?
Great.
Okay.
It usually takes me about 3 weeks. Believe it or not, my brother's like 6 inches taller than me. It's crazy. There we go.
What a day this has been, what a rare mood I'm in. Why, it's almost like being in love. There's a smile on my face for the whole human race. Why, it's almost like being in love. All the music of life seems to me like a bell that is ringing for me. And from the way that I feel when that bell starts to peal, I could swear I was falling, I could swear I was falling. It's almost like being in love. Why, it's almost like being in love. Yes, it's almost like being in love. All the music of life seems to be like a bell that is ringing for me. And from the way that I feel when that bell starts to peal, I could swear I was falling, I swear I was falling. It's almost like being in love.
Thank you very much. I'm going to take it back to Phantom of the Opera again, which is such a great piece. This, what are we doing? All I ask of you, one of the last times I sang this song, it was for a man who was proposing to his girlfriend. And I was so nervous. I was more nervous than he was. Because he asked me to go into Columbus Circle on 59th Street and sit in the middle and pretend that I'm a busker. So put a little coin box out and start singing while he comes up, because she loved the song. He said, okay, she's going to come up and then I'm going to propose to her while you're singing. And all I could think of was, man, what if Placido Domingo walks down from the Met, or what if, all these Broadway stars coming up Broadway. I was so scared out of my mind. Everything went well, and it was successful, so I think I have a hand in that marriage. It's kind of nice. Anyway, this is all I ask of you.
No more talk of darkness, forget these wide-eyed fears. I hear nothing can harm you, my words will warm and calm you. Let me be your freedom, let daylight dry your tears. I'm here with you, beside you, to guard you and to guide you. All I ask is every waking moment, turn my head with thoughts of summertime. Stay on me with you now and always. Anywhere you go, let me go too. Let me be your shelter be your light, you're safe, no one will find you. Your fears are far behind you. Let me be your friend, a world with no more night. I'll stay always beside you, to hold you and to hide you. Then say you'll leave with you and always. Let me lead you from your solitude. Say you'll share with me one love, one lifetime. Anywhere you go, let me go too. Love me, that's all I ask of you. Say the word and I will follow you. Share the life with me, one love, one lifetime. Anywhere you go, let me go too. Love me, that's all I ask of you. That's all I ask of you.
That was beautiful, Paul. And I'm sorry I played Phantom of the Opera before you, but it's my thing, and it's my orchestra.
She throws me. This next song was a lot of fun to rehearse in the household of Linda. I was told I needed to bring up the pit bulls at some point tonight.
They're actually now called paper shredders. Yes, yes, they tear everything up, and you saw it.
But you know what? The dogs quieted down when we sang this song, so I think we were doing the right thing. So this is Memory, another song I thought I would never sing. My friend likes to call them shower songs, songs you only sing at home, but it's so much fun to do this tonight. Memory.
Not a sound from the pavement as the moon lost her memory. She's smiling alone in the lamplight. The withered leaves collect at my feet, and the wind begins to blow. I remember the time every street that seems a fatalistic morning. Someone mutters and the street that sputters. Another day is dawning. Daylight, I must think of the sunrise. I must wait for the new light, and I mustn't give in. When the dawn comes, tonight will be a memory too, and a new day will burnt out ends of smoky days, the stale cold smell of morning, a street lamp dies, another night is over, another day is dawning. Touch me, it's so easy to leave me all alone with the memory of my days in the sun. If you touch me, you'll understand what happiness is. Look, a new day has
That's Colin Fitzmaurice. I told you they would love you. I told you. They're the best audience in the world.
They are, indeed. Indeed. So we're going to finish out with a piece from West Side Story. I feel the same way. I did West Side Story in college, and it was my first tenor role, so it was really exciting for me. And then it went on the shelf until a few years ago. I did a German tour, and we were double cast. So there was another Tony rehearsing in Vienna. It was in Vienna, and I was doing a show in Florida. I came in late. I came in about 6 days before the dress rehearsals. And since I knew the show, they were pretty excited because they're like, "Oh, Colin, you're getting this real quick." And I said, "Yeah, well, I've done it before." And about 4 days after I'd gotten in, we were doing our first dress rehearsal. And the producer said in front of everybody, "Well, I think Colin's going to do the Tony tonight." I said, "Oh, great, I just want to get it under my belt before we really go on the big stage, And everybody's looking at me like, "Are you sure? Are you sure?" And my idea of a dress rehearsal is grandma and the kids, in the Jefferson High School 3rd grade class. I didn't realize what it means over there. I step on stage and there were between 2,000 and 3,000 people in this theater. Oh my gosh, it was the scariest moment of my life. But it was a great tour. It's such a wonderful show. So I hope you enjoy This Is Somewhere.
A place for
I think we have one left.
Such a great time being down here. Thanks for being so welcoming and a great crowd. I really feel like nurtured by this crowd. It's wonderful. And by the band too. So we're going to do.
You know, we have to thank some people that make us look and sound, or make you don't need to look and sound good. Make me look and sound good. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for the wonderful theater manager and light and texture here at the Housing Town.
The Impossible Dream.